Have you ever taken a test and just felt like that single score couldn't possibly capture everything you're about? Well, what if being smart isn't just one thing? Today, we're going to completely unpack that idea, this theory that there are actually many, many ways to be a genius.
So, to really get there, we first have to challenge our whole notion of what it even means to be intelligent in the first place.
You've heard this question a million times, right? It's kind of funny, because it's a super simple way of admitting that we all know, deep down, that intelligence is way more than just what you can remember for an exam. It's so much bigger than that. And this question, it's the perfect doorway into a much, much bigger idea.
And this is where the big shift happens. The old school view, the one based on IQ tests, basically said intelligence was this single, fixed thing you were born with. It was all about logic and language, a real one-size-fits-all approach. But the theory of multiple intelligences just flips that on its head. It says, no, wait a minute. We all have this really diverse profile of abilities, a totally unique blend of different kinds of smarts.
So, where did this game-changing idea even come from? Well, let's meet the psychologist who kicked this all off.
Back in 1983, a Harvard psychologist named Howard Gardner dropped this bombshell, the theory of multiple intelligences. Now, the key phrase here, the one you really got to focus on, is relatively independent. He wasn't just saying we have different skills. He was arguing that these different types of intelligence can actually operate separately from each other. And this, right here, this is the heart of his entire work. Gardner wanted to totally reframe the conversation. It's not about measuring and ranking people, trying to figure out how much intelligence you have. No, it's about identifying and celebrating the unique ways in which you are intelligent. It's a huge difference.
Okay, so if it's not just one thing, then what are these different kinds of smart? Let's get into it.
Gardner originally identified 9 distinct intelligences. Let's break them down, one by one. All right, first up are the 2 you're probably most familiar with from school. You've got linguistic intelligence, or being word smart. Think of a great poet or a persuasive lawyer. Then there's logical mathematical, being number smart. This is the world of scientists and engineers, who just see patterns and connections everywhere. And then you have spatial intelligence, or picture smart, which is absolutely crucial for architects, artists, or even surgeons who need to visualize the world in 3D. Next, we get into intelligences that are all about action and interaction. Bodily kinesthetic is body smart. I mean, just picture the incredible coordination of an athlete, a dancer, or a master woodworker. Then there's musical intelligence, music smart, that amazing feel for pitch, rhythm, and tone that defines a great composer. And interpersonal intelligence, being people smart, is that uncanny ability to understand and connect with others, the strength of amazing teachers and leaders.
And finally, we've got the more introspective intelligences. Intrapersonal, or self-smart, is a deep understanding of your own feelings and motivations. Naturalist intelligence, nature smart, is that ability to see patterns in the natural world, like a biologist or an amazing chef. And then there's existential intelligence, existence smart, which is all about tackling those big, deep questions about life, death, and why we're all here.
Now, this theory isn't just a cool idea to talk about, it has had a massive impact on education. So let's see how this actually works inside a classroom. The core idea here is actually pretty simple. If students learn in different ways, well, then we should probably teach in different ways. It makes sense, right? Instead of that one-size-fits-all lecture, teachers are encouraged to present material using all sorts of methods, so they can engage every single student's unique intelligence profile.
And what's so cool about this slide is you can see how practical this gets. For a student who is picture smart, a mind map is way more powerful than just a boring list. For a body smart student, getting their hands on a project or doing a role play makes the lesson stick. People smart kids, they light up in group work. And those self-smart students really benefit from things like journaling and setting their own goals.
And it's not just a bunch of random activities. There's actually a really purposeful structure to it. This 4-stage process is designed to take a student from just getting interested to really deeply understanding. You start by awakening the intelligence with something sensory, then you amplify it with focused tasks. Next, you teach the main lesson using that strength, and finally, transfer it, helping the student apply that knowledge somewhere else.
Okay, check out this example. This is a sensory handout that a teacher would use in that first stage, awaken. By asking students to describe an object using sight, sound, feel, even smell, the teacher is firing up multiple intelligences before the formal lesson even kicks off. It's such a simple but really powerful tool.
So let's bring this back to you, because this isn't just for the classroom. The biggest takeaway here is really about understanding yourself.
The thing is, we all have all 9 of these intelligences, just in different combinations and to different degrees. This unique blend is your MI profile. And the goal isn't to become a genius in all 9 areas. That would be exhausting. The real goal is to understand your own profile, to figure out where you're naturally strong and find ways to build on that.
And that really brings us to the most empowering part of this whole theory, which is captured perfectly in this quote. It's about freedom. The freedom to value your own unique way of thinking and learning and seeing the world. It suggests that we can all find success if we just learn how to play to our strengths.
So, in the end, the theory of multiple intelligences doesn't just change the definition of smart, it invites you to go find your own definition. It asks you to look at your passions, your hobbies, your interests, not as trivial things, but as clues to your own unique genius. So, what's yours?